Hey fam bam, welcome back to the channel. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump on in. Of course, we're gonna start off by filling in these sparse eyebrows with the NYX micro brow pencil. And of course, please, if you like this video and you like the looks I do, please don't hesitate to subscribe and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload the next video so you can stay in the loop. Gotta stay in touch. Alright, so we filling in the eyebrows, and usually I always will go in and brush the product backwards just to fill in and fade it out in the front of my eyebrows. You want a little blended, try to get them close as looking like twin sisters, if not perfect, close to first cousins. Then we're going to set them with the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara. And this is the photo we will be referencing today for our look. Next, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation in shade Legos, and I'm gonna clean up my eyebrows top and bottom. Make sure you blend under your eyebrows real good so you'll have a clean, even canvas. And I did prep my eyelids by making sure they were clean and also moisturized as well. Dry eyelids is just, it's not the way we want to go. Okay, so we are now prepping our eyes with the Juvia's Place Eye Prime in the shade number 2. I have the first shade as well, but I only use that for a bright color look. But since we are going to do a neutral eye, we will be using the shade number 2. Family, please forgive me for the stickers on the back of my mirror. I'm so ashamed. I forget which piece has like a stronger magnification on the back. I was struggling on that word. Whew. So what I'm doing is I'm going in to make sure that I am blending that eye prime in that foundation that I used to clean up under my eyebrow. Okay, so we're moving along. Next, we're going to go in with the Airspun Lucidity Powder in the shade Translucent. And basically I set up under my eyebrow so it'll become set for the rest of my eyeshadows to blend perfectly. And we're going to be using the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. This is the Warriors palette, of course, and we're going to be using the shade Cano or Cano. I'm stumbling, y'all. I'm stumbling over these names, but we're gonna put that in our crease, and then we're gonna go into the next shade, Oshi, and pat that on like the inner 2/3 of the eyelid. Also, family, don't forget about me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at justosh228. And of course, family, as we learned in the last video, please blend. Take your time, blend everything out. I usually use a small fluffy dense brush, and I pack it on with like a flat eyeshadow brush as well. I pack on the pigment, and then I go in with a much larger fluffy brush to blend everything out, and so it'll have a softer look that we're going for. So with natural eye looks, I love to just stick with like less than 3 eyeshadows, of course. And also throughout this process, I go back into the eyeshadow palette and try to refortify. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think. Yeah, refortify each eyeshadow so it will pop up. And then we're gonna go into the darkest shade, which is Mino, and we're gonna dip into that dark brown shade to darken up the outer V part of our eye, or the corner of our eye, just to give the eye some depth. And family, you know, I can't stress this enough. This is very important that you just blend out everything. Take your time. Sometimes you may have to switch brushes like I do, or you can just use your eyeshadow swatcher pen. You get it at Ulta, I think. I'm not for sure the price. I don't want to quote the wrong price. I use that to switch out the eyeshadow that's on the brushes, just to be able to blend quickly and switch everything up. Then we're gonna go and take a makeup wipe and clean up under the eyes, just to make sure it's clean under there due to fallout from the eyeshadow. Okay, so I go back. Before I do anything, I always back curl my eyelashes. I just flip a eyelash curler upside down and just curl them, just to flatten them out, to get them out the way and ready when I put on my eyeliner. I always it creates a mess for me, to be honest with you. And we're gonna go in with that Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner in the shade Black. I must confess, y'all will be seeing that mirror up every now and then, because I gotta see. And y'all see me doing this wing liner. My wing liners are not perfect. They're not perfect. It's all trial and error. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn together. And over the years, as I did my research, the trick to doing wing liners is to hold your head straight and to try to do the best you can to match the other side once you have it all drawn out. Okay, so I'm going to now curl my eyelashes regularly. Okay, I'm going ahead and use the Essence Mascara Waterproof Volume Proof Mascara in the shade Black. I love this mascara. Sometimes you have to let it wait and dry in between coats so you can see that volumizing effect. And also, if you want to stop here, you can. You don't have to apply the false lashes. Now I'm going to prime my face with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I do love this primer. It smells like mint to me. If you don't like mint, I do suggest you get the Baby Face by Maybelline. That primer, that is also a poreless, a pore erasing primer as well. And these eyelashes I bought them from the beauty supply store. I paid $1.99 for it, but you can just get any eyelashes that you prefer or any style that you like. When it comes to eyelashes, I usually have to take a little extra time just to make sure mine is very close up on my eyelash line. Now this is very tedious. If you don't have to wear eyelashes if you don't want to, but I prefer to take it to the next level and put on some falsies. I got to have my little butterflies. I got to have them, but you can skip that part if you don't want to put on eyelashes, you can just put on 2 coats of mascara and you should be fine. Now we're going in with the Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa. Now Wet n Wild has discontinued this concealer. It's one of my favorite creamy concealers and it's quite hard to find, so I am on a hunt for a new concealer. And then we're going to go back in with another concealer by Wet n Wild in the shade Tawny. And of course I got to contour because I'm a plus size lady and I just want the sculpture. I want the high cheekbones. My face is round. And we're gonna go in with Black Opal and the foundation stick in the shade Sweet Espresso. And of course blend all that out. The key to foundation and concealer, just take your time and blend just like we do with the eyeshadow. Please, family, blend, 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 blend. Make sure all this milk in, all this goodness milk into the face. And then of course we're gonna go in with my favorite foundation. It's by Juvia's Place I Am Magic Foundation in the shade Legos. I am that type of girl. I like full coverage. I don't like sheer stuff like my sisters do. They like lightweighted stuff. I kind of like lightweighted stuff, but I need the coverage to be there. Also, I love taking a damp beauty blender and blend out everything. Usually I will let my concealer sit for a little minute and then I will blend it out. I like my concealer to dry down just a tad bit before I blend it all out. Okay, next we're going in with the Maybelline Matte Fit Me Poreless Powder in the shade Toffee. Now, I love this shade. It puts color back in my face. I rather use this instead of using the Airspun because I don't want a white cast under my eye. And the reason why I go in to set this immediately because I start creasing under my eye. And just to combat that, I just go ahead and go right on in and set it. And I also set my T-zone area, the bridge of my nose, above my upper lip, and of course my chin. Then we're going to go in with the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Eyeliner. This is a gel liner in the shade Deep Onyx. I love this liner. It's very soft on the eye. Not like the other pencils, so I do recommend a gel liner if you want to tight line your eyes. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm smoking out my bottom lash line, and I am going back in the Juvia's Place Warriors palette in the shade Mino. This is that dark brown we placed on our outer V, and this is just going to, basically to me, it kind of defines my lower lash line and it makes my eyes pop out a little more. Now we're going in with the Juvia's Place Bronze Duo, and I'm using that top shade in that Bronze Duo palette. Now what I'm doing is I'm going in and basically bronzing up the perimeter of my face. I go in the shape of a number 3 to, you know, bring some depth back in my face, some little warmth. I also pinch the brush to go down the side of my nose. I prefer a fluffy angle brush to go down the sides of my nose, to be honest, because I can get into those crevices and also define and bring a little depth back into my nose because I have a short button little nose. So what I'm doing now is basically patting under my eye just to make sure that powder is blended out all the way and I don't see like a powdery residue. Now I'm going in with the Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder in the shade Honeymoon, and I got this from Walmart. This is an affordable setting powder you can use. I love it. It really does melt into the skin and I have no issues with this powder. Now we're going into our blush palette. It's the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1, and we're going in with the shade Neo. I really do love this blush palette. I will highly recommend you get you two, because you can also use this blush palette as a eyeshadow palette as well. It's a multi-purpose use for me. So I'm taking my face brush to basically blow out that blush because I put too much on, and I'm going in also in the shade Zara out that same blush palette to highlight my face. Now this blush palette is of course melanin friendly, but anybody can use it. And now we're gonna go in with my favorite lip pencil as well. This is a Juvia's Place video. Jeez. So I do love this lip pencil. It's very creamy. It's in the shade Cola. It's that dark, deep chocolate brown that everybody needs to have. You don't need much, but of course got these full voluptuous lips. And I do love the NYX Butter Gloss as well in the shade Cinnamon Roll. This is a nude, well, to me it's a nude lipstick, but it comes off quite purplish. And I'm also going to I'm setting my face with the Wet n Wild setting spray coconut. Well, it's in the scent coconut. They also have other scents such as cucumber and rose as well, if you're not a fan of the coconut smell. Of course, what I like to do is go back in and pat over my face after I set it with the setting spray. And also, if you put too much highlighter or blush, just go back in with that face brush to blend everything back out. Alright fam bam, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed recreating it. And just remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you soon again in the next video.